Now we're going to take this balance point over here, and that's where we're going to balance the poi head. And again, the same exercise. We're going to be moving around, trying to make this balance as hard for ourselves as possible. So you can try walking around, changing your height. While you're doing this, try keeping your arm flat, your forearm flat. I'm gonna try and keep my forearm flat at all times, so I'm not doing this or that. And to generate some swinging momentum, I can either do this with my forearm, or I can try using my body to push the string along. Now from here, I'm gonna make sure that the handle is always wrapping my elbow, because this will make sure the roll is accurate.
Make sure your plane is kind of pre-calculated. Every time that it hits you on the elbow, you know that the plane is right for the roll.
Yeah, right from here. I'm going to wrap the handle around my elbow, then I'm going to give the string enough push to get here. From here, the string's going to roll down my forearm, and the handle's going to come back to my hand. People tend to do to wrap their elbow, then once they start the roll, they kind of move their hand. You're starting the roll, and then you're flicking it with your wrist. Instead, you should be sliding your hand right under the ball. Like this, my forearm at 90 degrees. Now from here, here, I'm going to push my handle down while bringing my hand under the ball. And at the same time, I'm going to try to keep my forearm flat. A lot of poi spinners tend to forget. It's posture. A lot of poi spinners tend to spin like this. They mostly look at their hands, and even if they're doing, try to maintain eye contact with whoever you're performing to. If you're kind of shy and don't feel like looking at people directly, a good way to avoid that is try looking past them. So instead of performing to Dave, I would be performing to the clock behind him. So that's one way to avoid that. A really good thing to do is not to perform to the front row, but rather all the way to the back. So I'm trying to keep my head up. And next I'm going to be thinking about keeping my posture. So one thing I would like to say is, while I want you guys to keep a straight back, try to keep it natural and not like this. And what I like to think of is how my spinning relates to what my body is doing. So for example, if I would do this move, I wouldn't just do it standing in place. I would try jumping up to the first stall, then crouching down for the second stall. I can time my steps so that every time the poi up, so shows my foot, and when I put my foot down, went down to spin at the bottom. Just take one move you know, and think of one way to go with the move, and another way to go against the move.